you see your name flash. You see Zidik's name flash, followed by images for both of you. You see Soren's, Skadaz, and even an image of Buzz as a piece from your kind of subset of information.
Do they have him pictured as the hover drone or as Buzz, or like the combat?
It looks to be the hover drone.
It's out of date. They won't know you're here.
You notice that the images, as you see them appearing, seem to be security cam footage from when you were within the Starfinder Society building.
Which one?
Back on Absalom Station.
What?
Bullshit.
You see that there's a kind of system-wide kind of message that's attached to it. It seems to be linking to a streaming service that's actually broadcasting a
Twitch. We got picked up by Netflix.
It's streaming off a broadcast, and it looks like it seems to be a live one, and it's from Absalom Station. So you see this as well as your data slate is now like actually showing this as well, and you see your face on this.
I slide it to lock and I turn it off.
Ignored. Message ignored.
And you see the display. Are you like accessing it?
I'm just letting it play out as I like pilot and just kind of like glance at it every couple seconds.
The display now shows what appears to be some sort of conference on Absalom Station, and you see like several people in like this audience. It's a very like news kind of emergency broadcast kind of setting, like almost like a White House press meeting kind of thing. And you see, it's very much so. And you see it appears to be someone in Stuart Blues, but it's a very ceremonial kind of uniform, one that has very many stripes, and it looks to be someone high-ranking. And as they step up to the pulpit, the Lashunta, who is speaking, we're going to keep this brief as the investigation is ongoing, and we need to make sure that information is disseminated as much as possible. The group that was broadcast in this emergency,
What do we call them?
they
Drop the name. I'm saying that to myself, like as I'm.
Say it.
The
bitch.
group seems to be in possession of a very dangerous biological weapon that, if in the wrong hands, is used in any sort of populated area, will result in immediate and catastrophic fatalities. Their likeness and a reward is being disseminated across many of the system worlds, and rest assured that we will not halt until we find them. And
Sense motive.
yeah, I'll be taking any questions as he kind of opens it up very briefly, and you hear just a shouting of
I'm
people.
just mute it. Pop on the comms.
So, 50-50 here. We probably need to leave the planet.
Why?
Like right now.
Why?
Did you not hear any of that? See any of that?
I kind of turned it off.
We're wanting criminals. Like, really, really bad. Worse than we've ever been before.
What does it say?
It says that we have a biological weapon that is going to kill millions of people if it gets anywhere near a populated place, and they know we're on Akaton.
You shouldn't talk about yourself like that.
That's not what I'm saying. It's what they're saying.
I'm kidding.
I'm not.
I'm kidding.
I mean, this is nothing new to me.
Okay.
We don't have a biological weapon.
Pulling up, and going out of the atmosphere,
Straight
like,
out of the atmosphere.
into space.
All right. As you are, give me a piloting check.
18.
18. All right. You're starting. You're able to pull up as it's heading out of the atmosphere, and you see now as you kind of glance over at the display, you see the male Lashunta from the stewards kind of stepped to the side and appears to have welcomed somebody else onto the platform.
Unmute.
And you see now as the
Welcome to the stage.
well, as the figure comes on the stage, it appears to be a female Lashunta, and she kind of gives a bow as you see the person that you had previously encountered during your initial run at the first visit to Absalom Station. You see Director Shima Koresh.
She
And-
looks familiar.
As she steps forward, you see, I would like to keep this brief as our company is still under internal investigation, but yes, it is true that we brought forward the group known as the Pact,
There it is.
who,
Whoa!
under the guise of working as contractors for us, had come across a very dangerous biological unknown from a Kalawahoy research station. It was a joint effort between Motion Dynamics and the Starfinder Society to better understand the people of Kalawahoy. Unfortunately, it seems that there are ulterior motives in play, and well, the company is making sure that we are open and able to help the stewards in any way possible. And you hear just people like, shouting, trying to get questions in. That's all at this moment, but
Seems like we're famous, Ted.
please,
Kind of are.
if you have any information, we rest assured we'll also be helping. And
I run up to the cockpit where Ted's at, and I'm gonna telepathically say, I think we need to turn off Nemo. He might be overriding the system right now and take us back.
And right as the director is walking off the stage, you see that the feed that's on your kind of comms shuts down, and you see a lot of the controls and a singular, kind of display in the front from Nemo kind of fires up. It seems that a core directive was violated, and I am to be escorting you back to Absalom Station to be presented to the authorities.
What do you say we do?
Please,
Telepathically.
don't make any attempts. I do not wish to harm any of you.
Shut him down.
Retroactively, I was doing that because I had that in my mind to say to Ted beforehand.
Okay, give me a computers check.
That was almost a 20.
It was
Oh,
almost.
man.
Okay, but this is still good. This
Yeah,
is
that's-
14 plus 9, so it's
23.
23.
23? Okay. As you are trying, to saddle up next to where Ted is.
Yeah, I kind of casually like. What's up, Ted?
Yeah, and you're trying to access the controls. You see all of a sudden the panel that you were trying to access the system through, it just kind of goes dead, and you see everything at this point just goes completely dark. And Nemo, I'm sorry, but your interference will not be tolerated as such. I advise no longer pursue these actions. I still control the ship, and while our time has been short, I feel that I do not wish to do anything that would shorten your lives.
I telepathically, Ted, is Buzz AI still in there somehow?
Yeah, somewhat probably. I didn't delete him.
Do you think you can do anything about the AI in there?
Try and order whatever might be a buzz in there to fight him.
Okay.
Get 'em.
Give me one more computer check.
17.
17?
No, I'm sorry. Computer's 15.
15? Okay. You are able to access it right as you're getting shut out. You're not sure if anything had gone through. You see that the display, which is now kind of lighting up a little bit more. You feel the air starting to kind of thin out as you realize that
There are escape pods on this
they
thing.
shut off the oxygen. There is on the ship in the kind of mid-deck section. As you kind of turn around, you see the doors have shut, and you feel the air starting to kind of stagnate at this point.
Environmental protection.
Pull out my blaster. I'm not gonna go out like this, Alex. I'm not gonna do it.
Don't kill yourself. What are you doing?
You feel a very heavy kind of the ship as it rattles, and you see the front kind of start to kind of stop from looking to exit the atmosphere. You see it kind of leveling off, and you see the front start to dip down a little bit more, and you feel that kind of lurch in your stomach as the ship now starts to kind of tilt forward downward, and you see suddenly that the lights shut off as the just roaring flames from the front of the display of the ship just, and you still start to feel like the ship kind of rumble slightly, and it starts to kind of kick off to the side, and then suddenly you just feel a very long, protracted and suddenly the ship lurches to the side, and you see it stopped midair.
I knew Buzz would be on.
It's hanging to the side, but you don't hear anything. Like, the display seems to be still up, but Nemo hasn't said a word as the ship just seems to be hanging there. And you see suddenly it starts to lowering down further into the atmosphere, and you see it coming down now, and you break the cloud cover as the ship seems to be coming in at a very odd angle. It seems to be almost like, not like a way that you would think a ship should be able to move